$2,000 a month is not enough to sustain me, you know? I was living the dream, the fame, but no fortune. I went from like having modeling, pageantry, beauty stuff, fashion shows, photo shoots, like day in my life in Cambodia. Like that was my content. Now that I moved to America, my content has changed significantly, you guys. I only do real estate content now because that's the business that I'm going in. And I do miss the modeling. I do miss all of that lifestyle. But at the end of the day, that lifestyle did not pay me. I was probably making at the best like $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month is not enough to sustain me, you know? I was living the dream, the fame, but no fortune. Even though I loved, you know, what I was doing, if I kept going like that, I would not be able to sustain myself. Right? It was really, really difficult, you guys. And you already know with my type of personality, I'm go big or go home. So if I couldn't do it, right? If I was only making 2,000 max, right? This is like inconsistent money too. Some days it's like 500, some days it's 200, some days it's like nothing. It was really difficult out there. And that's why I decided that in 2026, the next chapter of my life, I don't want to live in scarcity. I don't want to live in survival. I don't want to live like where I'm always constantly thinking about money and paying for this, paying for that, just like survival. I don't want to be in that like version of my life anymore. I'm done. And my goal, whenever it is to make $1 million. If it's not this year, maybe next year. If it's not next year, maybe 5 years. But wherever it is, that's my goal. And you guys know I'm going to go all in on it. I'm going to go big on it. I decided because that is my goal. And Cambodia, I don't know the system very well, right? I'm a foreigner in my own country over there. I'm Cambodian, but I still don't know how to make money. Where are the connections? What do you have to do for these connections? Like everything is still a blur to me, and it would have taken me so long to learn those things by myself. The best thing that I needed to do for myself, no judgment from other people, who cares what other people think, is to move back home to California and to ask my family for help. My dad is in real estate. I've always wanted to get into real estate. I kind of just pushed it off until like maybe later when I retire, maybe later after I'm done living my life. That later is now today. This later that I've been trying to push off is the key to my wealth. It's the key to my wealth for my children, for our family. And here's one thing that I want you guys to know. Just because my dad is helping me with real estate, just because you have a mentor that's helping you, they're not going to pull you and like hold your hand through everything. They're just giving you tips, giving you ideas, giving you their opinion, and it's up to you. It is up to you to get that information and do what you can for it so you can be successful, right? My dad gave me the idea to do the Airbnb, right? But I was the one that went after that idea and made that idea happen. I didn't just sit back and like ask daddy, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? How do you do this, daddy? How do you do that for me? I did everything by myself with the help of my ChatGPT. Just because somebody has help, it does not mean that they didn't do the work. Assisting is not the same as like actually doing. You need to do the work if you want to become successful. That's it. I moved back to America so that I can find the best system for me to be wealthy, to make $1 million, and to set this up for my foundation and for my family. And unfortunately, my content, my views, and my engagements, it's like all dropping because the type of content that I'm producing now every single day is changing. So I would have like thousands of views like on my post, but I would have like 50 likes. And it's frustrating to me because I was an influencer for like a few years in Cambodia, and my engagement was so high. I had videos making like multiple like 100,000s. I had some videos going to the millions. And now that I'm doing real estate, I'm like, damn, do people even care? Do people even care about real estate, care about what I'm doing now? I think one thing makes me feel better about this whole thing, because like I said, In Cambodia, I had a lot of views, I had the fame, but I had no fortune. Now that I'm doing real estate content, I've been getting a lot of connections. I've been getting people asking me if I have houses for rent, if we have new constructions coming up, if we can build their houses, if we can build their ADUs. They're asking me about Airbnb, maybe I can run their property, things like that. You know, I am now using social media as a tool, not for engagement, but for my business. I'm using social media as a way to make money. That's the power of social media that we have in this day and age. We can make money online through content. We can make money online through connections, through network. So yeah, it sucks that like I'm not getting millions of views on like real estate content yet, but I'm getting customers. I'm getting clients. I'm getting people interested in my business and the business that makes money. I just want to let you guys know, at the end of the day, keep posting. Keep posting, because content is key. Like, we are in this generation now where you have to be on social media to show your professionalism, to show your relatability, to show that like people can trust you, right? You have to have an online presence. So you need to do something and still be relatable online on social media. People, customers are gonna wanna work with businesses and brands that they trust and that other people trust. So you do have to grow your content. You do have to grow your following. You do have to grow your engagement, right? Everything has to align. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur and in business, you need to get this social media thing down and right.